We are live. Hey, welcome everyone from the four corners of the internet. This is Kiss Corner. So we have as our usual nutty hosts. We have Scott Palacios. We usually have Kevin, but sadly we have no Kevin today. We're hoping to get him for part two, but we have Taylor Grasso.
Hey, everybody. I'll be reading your chat today. This is going to be kind of I guess this one will really inspire interaction. So let us know where you weigh in on this episode.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys get a kick out of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the best and worst Kiss merchandise. So the best merchandise we are going to do as a part two. So this is just going to be the worst, which might be the more fun, actually. So how you been, Scott? You
Good. Survived the holidays. I'm sure everybody else chugged through it too. But I like the holidays. I'm just always sort of glad when it's over.
Is this our first
I was
Kiss
about to
Corner
say
for 2000,
it is.
2019?
It is. It is the inaugural 2019 Kiss Corner. And it's a good one.
Strong.
Yeah, it's a great one. Great topic.
So happy New Year, everyone in the Kiss Galaxy.
Yes. And everybody else, how was what'd you guys do? Taylor, what'd you do for the holidays?
I think me and Art both worked
straight through
most of the time.
Just straight through, yeah.
But it was a good time spending time with family and stuff. This is I was gonna say your mic sounds clear. Did you get a new headset?
No, and no. I'm actually just sitting. I think closer. I'm usually sitting back. I'm actually in the kitchen. I usually do it from my studio, and I'm sitting kind of farther away, and I'm just sitting here at the counter, and it just seems more convenient and easier to just sit here. I just brought my laptop into the kitchen, and I'm sitting right against the computer.
Maybe
that's it.
Yeah, we have to get Scott a little icon. So
yeah, I do. I do have to send either a picture or get some. I just realized that it's still just a blur, like an alien. Yeah, some weird alien transmission. It's like contact.
Yeah, what I was going to say is it looks actually haunted, like we're being, haunted here, like a ghost is present here in the cast.
It's a Kiss apparition.
If we make
right.
If we make $20 in today's super chat, then Scott needs to get a new icon by the next.
Yeah. Somebody do a super chat for 20. We'll get Scott an icon.
There you go.
Buy you a nice new icon.
A nice new icon, shiny icon for 2019.
Speaking of nice things you can buy.
Yes.
I was going to say black and white, but also Kiss merchandise.
And there's tons of it.
Oh my gosh, there's a ton of Kiss merchandise.
There is. I was going to say there's a segment in they did a long play DVD. It was started a video actually when it first came out in 90. It was 94, actually maybe like 95. Around the time of the reunion, 96, they put out something called Kiss My Ass. And it was a DVD, and it had a lot of great live archival footage from the early days, with Peter and the original lineup and stuff. But it also had these great intermittent segments between the footage of them talking about the early days, and they're in it looks like they're actually in the editing room wherever they actually did the video. But there's a segment in that, and that's where I got the photos that I had sent, where they're actually talking about stuff that was proposed to them. They have a book just full of just proposed ideas for licensing, and I could have sworn I looked for it. I was almost certain that there was a Kiss Chia. The Chia heads. And I looked for it. Yeah. And I was almost sure that there was. And I thought it was on that. And I was scanning through it. And I just couldn't find it. But I could have swore that I saw that along with of course, those little figureheads that you paint, which reminded me of like the Jammers. That's what I thought of when I saw those. I thought of Dan's Jammers. Yeah. That's what I thought of, because he painted and you could put your face on them, and you'd have Kiss hair and
Yeah. Just as a backstory, an old roommate of mine, Dan Morvick, who now runs the Stupid Idiotic shops that are in Las Vegas, I think at the MGM Grand.
Yeah.
There's a Stupid Idiotic shop, and I think he's going to open one here in Hollywood as well. And so when I was his roommate in Huntington Beach, he had these little plaster figures, and this was definitely the early 80s. So big hair metal was running rampant. So they were like plaster casted paint kits, and you could paint like leopard skin, like spandex, and
they were big, right? They were tall, like they were really big.
They were 8-10 inches. Yeah, they were 8-10 inch tall, and they were on like the rock platform, and it said Jammers across it. And I think he sold at like Guitar Center.
I saw at Spencer's.
Oh, you saw him at Spencer's?
I remember seeing one at Spencer's. I mean, way back. Yeah, I think that's the first place I'd ever seen him, like in a retail outlet.
And I think the gimmick was that they had big like feather hair, like it was all teased out, and it had like a little thing, like a sticker on it said "Place your face here."
Yeah.
So the idea was you could cut your face out, and you could be the jammer, so you would paste your face on.
Too cool.
I've never seen those.
Oh God, you got to show her that art. You have to show her.
That's hilarious.
I didn't really document too much of my early, life, so I don't think I have too many photographs of that stuff. But it would be fun. I bet Dan does.
Oh God, of course. I thought you had one. I could have swore that you had one.
I might. I should look and see. Yeah. Yeah.
If we never explained, this episode is going to be focused on the worst Kiss merchandise that exists. I don't know if one of those I don't know if a jammer would fall into the best or worst. It's one of those ones that could be either or.
It could be either or. Yeah, I don't know. I thought they were kind of cool. And then he actually, correct me if I'm wrong, Art, but he made, like, he would go to shows, and wouldn't he make like ceramics of like the artists? Like he had a whole David Lee Roth thing. I remember
it was a circus.
Yeah, it was a circus. And I thought this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
He was a sculptor, for everybody listening, and Taylor, he sculpted. So he did great caricatures of people. So he would sculpt these caricatures, and he would just try to get backstage. He would just stand backstage with these sculptures, and they would always let him in. The bouncers would always let him in because those sculptures were amazing. So he has a whole photo album, Taylor, of just about everybody from the late 70s to early 80s of him backstage. He's got a picture, not just with one or two of the Fleetwood Mac members, but all of them sitting on a couch.
Holy crap.
Yeah, like they're around him. He's in the middle, and on the coffee table is the sculpture.
Should have got into sculpting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and so the funny thing about the David Lee Roth sculpture that Scott brought up is he was going to present it to David Lee at one of his shows, but when he was bringing it or taking it out of the car in the parking lot, he dropped it.
No.
Oh, yeah. But he had all the other members.
You said they were big, right?
They were.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's devastating.
So he brought it home later that night. It was all crumbled.
It was all crumbled up.
Of course, it's David Lee Roth.
And it was David Lee, yeah.
Yeah, he spent hours on that thing, meticulously sculpting that. And it was the original. Man. Like, he gives them the original. It's a one-off. There's not a copy of it.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. But, we should get into this Kiss merch.
Absolutely.
So I was a sculptor, but then again, no.
But then again, no.
No, I was a dropper. He has butter hands. Yeah.
Poor Dan.
He should have been a plaster caster.
There you go.
Grab onto it. Faster.
Exactly. Grab a hold of it faster.
That actually, I was kidding with Taylor. That should be one of the merchandise that that Gene Simmons should have done. It's like your own plaster caster kit.
Oh my God.
Make a cast of
your junk. Yeah.
Your junk, yeah.
I can just imagine the vintage commercial with that playing in the background.
Your junk with your junk, and you can paint your favorite Kiss character. Yeah. On
place a photo ceramic. Of yourself.
Yeah, place a photo of yourself
on the end
on your junk.
That would be in the that'd be in the best merchandise category.
Right?
Definitely. Right. Yeah, definitely right up there with Kiss. Well, I'm not going to say because I don't want to say what some of our choices are. I almost spoiled it. But yeah. And then Taylor and I were talking about too. Do you remember? This is it's kind of licensing, not merchandising per se. But do you remember Gene had the reality show?
Yeah.
And it was what was it, Gem?
The Family Jewels. The Family
Jewels.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Yeah. So Taylor and I were saying, like, he can't even do a family reality show without talking about his junk.
Does
that count as merchandise, by the way?
I think the show, because they sell them. Yeah, they license it and you can buy them. I think
that easily could have been on the worst list.
That's merch. Yeah.
Ray Thulu says, did the world really need Kissopoly or Kiss checker set? They get my vote for some of the most pointless Kiss swag items.
But they license so much.
You guys just wait. I have one that's going to floor you.
Well, there were so many.
I have a choice, a pick, if you will.
Well, there you go.
And even though Kevin isn't here, we do have his stuff as well.
Yeah, and the main reason we did it as a part 1, part 2 is so we could get Kevin in for the second part. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not the same without him.
It is not the same. We should have flown there and literally broadcasted live from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's Kiss Corner.
And most importantly, we need him to defend his choices as well.
Are we going to defend our worst picks or just our best picks?
I'm ready to defend I don't know.
I think Scott's got a lot of defending.
I have some. I have rationale for my worst ones though.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah.
The hardest part for me is that some of the worst also are things I want to own.
You actually just want,
because they're so awful.
They are, and I'm sure there's collectors out there. I mean, you could probably get your hands on some of this stuff.
Yeah, Taylor might want to rethink what she just
You might want to rethink exactly.
So should we start showing some of these?
Let's jump in.
Let's do it.
Okay. Without further ado, let's do this.
If we get enough super chats, we can start amassing a collection of only bad merchandise.
Oh my Lord.
So here's our banner for the show.
Yay!
This is the image that inspired Taylor to come
up.
And
those are great shots. That's in Japan, actually, on the Rock and Roll Over tour.
How do you know this?
I know where the photo. They did a whole series of shots from Japan. Yeah.
The weirdest thing is I can't really pick out which one's the dummy. No, I can. It's the one on the left side, right?
On the far left, right.
I can tell by the hair for sure that one's.
And then the one on the right is the dummy. And then the one just off from the right over to the left. That's Paul, right? That's
I think so. I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know.
Right?
They all look so cheap.
Exactly. We're not 100% sure.
I don't know. Do you think he was making out with that one?
Yeah. It looks a little weird. Yeah, right?
It's a little suggestive.
The yarn's very disheveled.
Good.
And of course, that's right where my name is. Tags over there in the loving embrace.
I've had this image on my phone for so long. It's going to be really sad to delete it now. I've been waiting for us to use it. I almost made it my phone background, ironically, but I thought it would just make me angry looking at it for too long.
It would make me angry.
That one that he's making out with, that thing's got a big nose. Look at the size of that nose.
Look at that schnoz.
It also looks like it's wearing a legitimate wig. Like it looks like his real hair.
It's like hair, yeah.
Cursed images.
The one that looks the most like him is the woven one, the second to the last on the left.
Oh, okay, the thinner face with the longer face.
It has his build.
It has his build.
It has its structure.
build.
The hyper detailed one on the left is the most disturbing because that hair looks like real hair that's on the chest. It looks really gross.
It looks like somebody ripped some hair out. Maybe it is Paul's real hair.
It's yeah,
collected.
right?
Hey, Scott, is that the Love Gun suit that he has on there?
No, well, one of them.
The dummy on the left?
The dummy on the left is Destroyer.
Oh, Destroyer. Okay.
Yeah, Destroyer / Rock and Roll Over, and I don't see the Love Gun one is the. No, none of them. Look at that. I just noticed the little blonde one even has hair. They even wove. Look at they even put some hair, little threads for hair on the chest.
I think it's funny that Taylor's name is there, and it's the most feminine looking
exactly,
one.
And it is.
That was completely on accident.
I think they took the picture and he complained that there wasn't enough hair, so they had to reshoot with put some hair on the chest.
It literally looks like somebody just glued it on there. Like,
ooh, question. While we're talking about like stuff like this is obviously bad and like fan made, all the items that you guys picked, are they all officially licensed?
Yeah, mine is.
3. Yeah, mine are. 2.
Mine are all officially licensed as well. Okay, because I thought like we maybe should have made that a rule, but I figured we'd all know anyway.
No, they were legit, yeah, and they were actual TV ads, and yeah, oh yeah.
I want to apologize because some of the stuff is low res, guys. These images are old, so there's not a lot of good quality photographs out there. So Scott found this one, right? The Dick Clark.
It was a Dick Clark one.
Why don't you explain the idea behind?
It was actually I want to say it was actually a segment on American Bandstand. It might have been maybe one of his primetime specials, but they were the focus. And actually, I think he wound up interviewing them. I think he cuts to footage of him interviewing them. But yeah, as you could see, that table is just a. I mean, there's toys. You could see, I think, as the comic books are sitting there. And he mentions that in that segment. He talks about the licensing and just the toys and everything. And that I think he even makes the remark that they're the most heavily, merchandised band. Ever.
TC in the chat says, I'm glad the crap merch will be legit and not knockoffs.
No, it's legit.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's actually...
Ouch.
Stuff.
I'm turning into E.T.
Wow.
You know the amazing thing, I'm looking at this. Okay, Dick Clark is as mainstream as you could get.
Oh, God.
Right?
Oh,
and right to his left, it says Love Gun.
Yeah.
Kiss is the most amazing. Like, they were selling merch to like 5-year-olds to like, 50-year-olds, like all in between. It's the craziest demographic I've ever seen in my life. They sell to everybody. And you have like the mainstream Dick Clark standing right next to it says Love. It says Kiss,
right?
Love Gun.
The king of vanilla television, just absolute vanilla TV and the master of just
does he know
clean.
Yeah, does he know what Love Gun means?
Really. I don't know if a lot of people did. Oh, that's cute, little gun.
Love Gun,
right, yeah. Oh.
And then there's all those chicks worshiping them, and they're all like this pedestal,
yeah.
Oh man, when we were looking through merch, Art and I found I couldn't tell if it was a fan made or if it was an officially licensed. That there's a statue, or no, was it Love Gun or was it
Wow.
Oh yeah, it was Love Gun.
It was really cool. It was like a statue set.
Yeah, it had.
Wow.
Yeah, it had the girls and it had the 2 columns. The columns.
Yeah,
and it had like a painted background on it and everything. It was pretty good.
Great.
Yeah. I just want to say one more thing about this Dick Clark that I find odd, other than Dick Clark right next to Love Gun, is that table looks like it's right from Dick Clark's.
He took it out of his living room. No, it doesn't look like they literally. It's probably his living room.
It's definitely turned around because it has drawers on the other side.
It's his house. You know what? There's an irony to all this too, because look at that. There's some toys. There's a lunch pail, and I think there's some figurines there. Isn't it ironic that? Like you had mentioned the demographic being sort of blurred because there was the rock fans and then selling to kids, for the most part kids. And ironically, there's a famous interview of Paul Stanley where he says that that more or less was the beginning of the end, is when they were doing, I think, the night at the Forum on the Dynasty tour. When he looked out and said he saw children and families standing in line around the Forum. And he's like, and then, something's wrong. Like, something's wrong. You've licensed all this stuff. You're the ones that are selling. And then he even equates it to like Barnum and Bailey. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, that's what you guys created, like a circus, sort of a circus, thing, Kiss World is what they were calling it at that time. They were calling it Kiss World. But yeah, all the merch, and yeah, of course it was geared towards kids. It wasn't a middle-aged guy buying a makeup kit. Well, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe.
And the thing is, nobody put a love gun to their head. They didn't have to sell that shit.
Nobody's putting a love gun to your head.
I don't want to be shot with a love gun. I'd rather be shot with a real gun.
Nobody's putting a love gun to your head.
I don't even want one aimed in my direction.
Right.
I wish our next picture was of like them showing Dick Clark how to apply makeup, like they're putting it on him. Like he has his own persona, like a super microphone.
Okay, I'm just gonna go here, and I don't know whose pick this was, but we're gonna go in this direction just because it's so topical with what we're talking about. Okay, here we go.
People in the chat were waiting for this.
Are those the condoms?
Yes.
Yeah, they're really...
Wait, you only get 3 in a pack? Gouging.
That's all you need.
Oh, that's all you need. Yeah. Oh my God.
2 extra. There's like, and it's spelled with a K, of course.
Which is even better, right?
Like Kiss Corner.
That's great, like Kiss Corner, yeah.
That's so gross. I just noticed it says tongue lubricated.
No.
You got to read the fine print.
Oh my gosh. Caution, this product contains... I wish I could read all of it. Wait a minute. Okay, it can cause allergies.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet. I bet it can. Right?
Yeah, because it's got, it's lubricated with, jeans.
It's actually him. Yeah.
Real jean saliva.
Exactly. You don't want to know.
Real,
right? You don't even want to know about it. Yeah.
Well, it's weird because it says 3 red latex condoms, but the condom image is not red.
No.
Yeah, that's not red. We're getting gypped.
Well, yeah, I feel gypped already. Yeah.
All I know is it better have that damn graphic on it, or I'd feel ripped off.
Yeah.
To me, this isn't even the most horrifying thing.
I'm sure there's more.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think Taylor said the horrifying thing about this is just the size of the condom.
Look at it. That thing is gross.
Look at that. Good God.
They like shame every Kiss fan. It shames every Kiss fan when they try to put that on. They're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a second.
Why'd you make it a foot long, you weirdo?
Oh, that's priceless.
This was actually
better if it was like smaller, then the guy can feel like, yeah, I'm bigger than Gene.
Yeah, that's actually better marketing.
Right.
This was actually Kevin's. It's on Kevin's list as his number 2 pick.
Okay. So, oh shoot, I just screwed up our order then. So,
well, it's okay. I mean, I don't think we really have to argue over how bad this one is.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go. We're just, we'll just bop back and forth.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about it, and then we'll just. Yeah. It might be more fun if we just go. Oh, that's my pick.
And you know what? If Kevin hadn't claimed this, I think this would be on all of our lists. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot that they had done that.
How can you forget? It looks like
I know. I just wow.
American Nightmare. Yeah.
Look at that.
You know what? I just want to say one thing before we move on. Do you think this was Gene trying to shame every Kiss fan?
Maybe. Look how big. Yeah. These are the ones I wear. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This fit me.
Yeah, they fit me.
Oh my gosh, he did it just as like an ego trip. I don't even doubt it.
Good luck.
Well, his reality show.
Good
Family Jewels. Okay, so I'm trying to. Well, I was gonna think go related, but I'm gonna go probably the most ridiculous. I think this is Taylor's choice.
Mm-hmm.
Again, how many of these are we gonna find are solely Gene related? This is the ugliest thing on planet Earth.
What is that?
It is a Kiss the demon rubber duck.
Is it really? Oh my God! You
Note the
outdid me.
beak.
I have never seen that.
Note the beak.
Take a bath with that.
That is
Oh
the
my
ugliest
God! It
thing.
is.
Do you think it has a duck tail? It has to, right?
It
It's a
does.
duck. It's probably shaped just like
it's-
a duck.
Yeah, it has a rubber duck body. Okay, so if people in the chat probably think this is really weird. Looks
Oh, it
effective,
is.
says the
It
chat.
looks oh my
So
God!
this was like a really weird. I remember at Universal City Walk, there was a store that sold a bunch of these, and I saw them when I was a kid, and I was horrified by them. But they were like, it was rubber ducks. They were almost like Pops before Pops because they all had like different themes, but it was solely based on like musicians. So
Get out!
they were all musician themed. Like there was like a John Lennon one, like a Ziggy Stardust one, and
Wow.
this was one of the first ones.
And what was the
Kiss
shop,
ones.
Taylor? What was it?
I don't remember, but it was at a long time ago. It used to be at the Universal City Walk.
Okay, wow.
Oh, it was like that pop,
like that Doodahs or
culture.
whatever that
Yeah,
store
like that
was.
pop culture store, right?
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Where they have Pez and
All
Lunchbox.
the yeah, exactly. Now there's one that's current. I forget what it's called, but they sell lunch boxes and a bunch of pop culture stuff.
The very same. They used to have a wall of these things. This was one of the first ones, and it's absolutely scary.
Well, I want to know is that mouth looks like something either comes out of it or the mouth opens up.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like there's like a segment?
I'm just shocked. I mean, honestly, I've never seen that.
I wonder if when you squish it, it squirts water.
It squirts red water.
Oh my God.
It's
not red water. Oh God!
Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it?
Some kid's taking a bath and he
It
squeezes.
just makes a mess. Yeah,
Whenever I see things like this, I always think like just because of how big the population is, there has to be some little boy somewhere who would be like, "I'm not taking a bath at my Gene Duck."
Gene Duck.
It's
Look at that thing. It's his favorite toy.
He won't take a bath unless Gene's with him. We got to put
It's
it in
his
there.
favorite.
You know, it'd be apropos as if it was like to get boys to potty train, that it's floating in the toilet and you gotta like aim at it and pee all over it.
Look at that thing.
You can't disrespect the demon rubber duck.
Don't disrespect the demon duck.
I think the demon duck is asking for it.
It's
Look
actually
at
got
its eyes.
I mean, how do you sell that idea? You know, I would like to have been there for that. Like selling the idea of putting Gene Simmons' likeness on a rubber duck.
But like Taylor was saying, like there's thousands of people that have one of these. Like
It is priceless.
I should look on eBay and see how much one is right now.
You know, Scott's looking it up right now.
Yeah, really. I'm speechless. I've never seen that. The Kiss.
All right, so I went with the toilet humor. Like it could be a target practice for little boys training. So let's go right into this.
Oh God, that's yeah.
It's a toilet seat.
Oh my God.
Gene still has his tongue hanging out.
Isn't that? Oh my God.
Lick it up.
Look it up.
The sad thing is the thing probably costs like $50.
Yeah, you're probably right. Though I'm sure it's not cheap. I'm sure none of this stuff is actually.
Speaking of, the rubber ducks are actually on sale on eBay very plentifully, all for around $10. If anybody in the chat wants to buy one,
buy one for Taylor.
Send us a super chat. We'll put that money to good use.
We'll put that super chat to a duck. A Gene Simmons duck.
Ray says you should use the Vinnie Vincent duck for toilet target practice.
The Vinnie Vincent duck.
That was a good one. I wish there was a Vinnie.
I know the Vinnie Vincent duck. That's great. I knew that would be thrown in there somewhere.
I feel bad for Peter in this photo because he looks like a little boy, and also strangely, I don't think Ace is holding his arm. But he almost looks like he's like...
It looks like he is.
It's okay, son.
It's okay. It's going to be okay. It's almost over. Yeah.
One day you'll grow up to be a real KISS member like us.
It's almost over.
He does look like a tiny little boy.
He's tiny, yeah.
It looks like a cosplay child.
He's so little. He was so much smaller than them.
They replaced him
with another really little guy.
They
really
replaced him
guys.
with a black guy in the movie. Oh no, was that Ace?
It was
replaced?
Ace. Oh, the stunt guy, yeah.
So I was gonna say, as far as we know,
the black guy, yeah,
might not even be Peter.
Okay,
and in a lot of cases, it wasn't.
Okay, this one's cool though.
They didn't stop with one.
Because
that one looks like it's kind of like well done, like it's like
look at that,
like airbrushed or something.
It almost looks like high art. Like you wouldn't want to use it.
Look at that. Yeah.
TC asked if you can get this at Bed Bath and Beyond.
You probably can these days.
This is the throne you leave for the special guests that come over. You're like, yes, you can use my Kiss throne.
You can use my Kiss throne. You put it on before a party. You take it out of storage
Kind of maddening though that the toilet itself isn't black because that thing would look sharp.
Right? It would just make it pop, right?
Bring it all together.
Right? It would really pull it together.
Put a hardwood squatty potty there and you were good to go.
You know what? They make black toilets. You could buy a black porcelain toilet.
You totally could.
And spray paint your squatty potty black. Man, you could have a whole Kiss thing going on here.
No, they have nice hardwood squatty potties and everything. Like you can give this the proper Kiss treatment.
Well, you know what? If Gene Simmons is listening, a Kiss squatty potty.
And you can market it exactly. This is the toilet that Kiss uses on tour. It's a touring, like the official touring toilet.
All I know is Gene, when he's selling it, he's got to go, and special thanks to Taylor for the squatty potty idea. Kiss Corner rocks my world.
He didn't even send us a super chat. He just took the idea.
Damn, Gene.
Speaking of just things like that, one of the things we didn't put on our list that we should have sent a picture of is if you go right now to the Kiss website, they have a Kiss Snuggie that you could buy.
Like a full-size Kiss Snuggie.
Yeah, which is essentially just wearing a robe backwards.
Pretty much,
a blanket with sleeves.
Backwards with sleeves, yeah. And it's ironed on a little kit. Not even an iron. It's like those cheap iron-ons that you used to get in boxes. It's not even stitched. It's just an iron-on. Yeah, Kiss.
Well, this before we move on, Taylor wanted me to point out that this is a calendar.
Is that what it is?
You pull his tongue, and then you have the different days of the month. Yeah.
I want it. I think it's amazing. We were confused looking at it because, now that I'm really looking at it on the screen, that red box that's hanging out of his mouth that I guess all the tongues come out, it does look like a bar of soap or something.
That's what I kind of thought it was.
Yeah, because we were like, what the heck is it? Is it a toilet paper hold? We debated for a while.
I wonder if you have to change those for every month. There's a roll of dates.
I think so. I think you're right.
We're out of December tongues.
Oh my God. I think you're right.
They should have one of those Kiss event calendars for Christmas.
But what would they have in each little thing?
I guess it would have a different Kiss.
Oh, guitar picks. Sorry.
Oh.
It just came to me.
There you go. Okay, so we got that. So do we have one of Scott's? What did you have?
I had.
Okay, we got it. I got one. Okay, this was one of Scott. And Taylor and I have some stuff chambered for this one.
Okay, now there's a reason.
You have to defend yourself.
That's actually a great picture. Well,
first we have to attack him, Taylor. Why? It's a radio.
It's a radio. I think it's one of the worst ideas. The way they marketed this thing, I'll never forget seeing the TV commercial for this thing. And if I remember, they showed it during the day, so they know that kids are watching TV. They're watching whatever cartoons or whatever was on at that time, but. I just remember the ad going, the Kiss radio, you can take Kiss anywhere. So, of course, my thought as a kid was, is that all it plays?
Oh, okay.
Like somehow it was like I mean, before obviously you had iPods and stuff, but like how did they get all that music in there? You know, like how did they get all this
false advertising?
Yeah, because they go, you can take Kiss, you know, play it for your friend, you know, take Kiss anywhere, and the Kiss radio for all your favorite Kiss music and that sort of thing. And I thought, wow, that's the coolest thing ever. Like I can just play Kiss on this little thing, and yeah, of course it was just a radio.
So young Scott Palacios felt like was betrayed by Kiss.
Yeah, betrayed.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because I could see like it is obviously marketed towards kids.
Oh, totally.
And it's like it's a cool thing to have, you know, like a little portable radio.
Yeah.
Paul's pose is really weird on it, where he's like bent over. But
yeah, and those are classic photos. That's from the Barry Levine, the very
for the Catman.
But those are great shots. The Barry Levine Ice Cube. I always call them the Ice Cube shots, but that's a classic Kiss photo session.
I love that that. Right on the front, it says Kiss, a coin, 1977.
Oh, of course.
By agreement with Kiss.
Which actually deemed it like an official, and I think that was even in the ad, the official Kiss radio. Like they, it was official. Kiss.
The weird thing of it is it's just so wordy that it would just be simpler just to say officially.
Officially, not by agreement per trade. Yeah.
1977. It looks like legalese. It's like
exactly legalese.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's funny because
I never noticed that.
Even now they place like a lot of value. Obviously they shorten. They just say like officially licensed. Like they really hold a high value. To merchandise being officially licensed. Like
right. Yeah.
It's pretty much like I was on eBay because I was looking for some old like vintage merchandise, and like all the stuff that was like officially licensed was like the more expensive, like I guess held in high regard stuff.
Oh, bad. Yeah.
Because boy, there's a lot of knockoff stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was mine. And then the ad, of course, it's the Kiss radio. I think it was exploding out of like a box. So there's smoke, and and they're playing some Kiss Alive 2, Paul Stanley, and the radio's just rising up out of the box.
That was a pretty good impression.
Oh, right, Paul Stanley. Little scratch. It was a little scratchier.
Does anyone out there want to get high?
Oh man, I wanted to say that when we started the show.
We're gonna get into sound bites soon. Yeah, we got some technical equipment, guys. This thing is gonna get off the hook. Yeah. Oh, and boys and girls out there, that little nub thing that's on the left hand, on the top of the radio on the left hand, that's an antenna.
I know. Could you believe that? I saw that. And of course it broke off. Yeah, you turn the thing on. It's like nothing came in. Like nothing came in.
And as a kid, if you had somebody else that had a radio, didn't you sword fight with the antenna?
Yeah, the sword.
Oh man, it hurts so bad when you get hit by one of those. They're like really hard. Because I remember you just like brought back a memory of elementary school. This one kid, he found one, like it was just like ripped off a radio, like it was just like on the playground,
beating you with it.
And while he and I got into like a fight, I remember he like whipped me right in the head with that, and I was like, "Ow, that really hurt!"
Oh my god!
Because it was like so thin.
Okay, the reason it was cool and it was used as like a stabbing device is because it could telescope. So then you could act like it was going inside your body.
Oh, right.
Got me.
And then if you were cool, like the guy would hold the tip and then you can pull it back like it's actually coming back out of it. Yeah, those were the days when you had to use your imagination. Or we use Kiss radios as like stabbing tools.
If only we could go back to the good old days.
And then explain the two knobs.
Go back.
And do it all over. Right?
Yeah, it's on the
Didn't he cover that? Yeah, he covered that in the Money song.
Ray Thulu says, while we're in the bathroom, where's the Kiss toilet paper?
Yeah, there probably is some. Exactly.
Right, wait, we got
I'm sure. No.
Kevin's top pick. This is Kevin's top pick, which was, of course, the Hello Kitty Kiss toilet paper.
That's great.
And Gene looks very proud.
Good Lord.
All right, I got to ask the expert. Gene's wearing wigs these days, right?
Oh yeah.
That's a wig.
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah.
Why doesn't he use real hair for the wig?
No, I think they do. I think he did at one point.
yak
But
hair.
I mean, I think his hair when he's not in costume are like it's like a like a weave, like hair, but he wears a wig on stage. They all do.
It's the same yarn used on those dolls.
It's so thick.
All right, I just want to back up because the thing is, we really love these guys, and Taylor and I have the same sense of humor where we can make fun of things that we really love, but we understand that at times they're kind of silly.
Yeah. Well, because you got to know something like, we know it on that level where we're able to. I was just going to say one of the best things in Peter Criss's book is like, when he talks crap about Jean, and he says Jean's hair looked like a Daniel Boone or a Davy Crockett cap.
At some point it did, especially when he wore it in the ponytail. Like it looked really weird.
like a coonskin cap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Daniel Boone.
Yeah, it looked like a Daniel Boone hunting cap. It totally did, and it totally does in texture here.
I just realized something. Okay, Hello Kitty in Japan is like Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah.
So could you imagine Disney licensing Mickey Mouse out to Kiss, or vice versa, where it was like a Mickey face with Kiss?
Oh my Lord.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Good God.
I could see Warner Brothers doing it, but not Disney.
Where are we going? Yeah, good Lord.
Warner Brothers is already in bed with Kiss because Warner Brothers is Hanna-Barbera, and they
did the Scooby-Doo, right.
We have to do an episode about those animated specials because there's a few.
Hell yeah, we do. Okay, so
toilet paper.
You guys, this epic journey has just begun. Okay.
All right, what's another one?
Okay, I'm finding another one. Okay, all right, let's do this one.
Okay, that's one of mine.
There's so many clothes. Like if you go on like their site and that Rockabilia where they sell like the T-shirts, there's so much like Kiss onesies for babies and
the officially licensed Future Kiss Roadie onesie. If you go on the Kiss website, there is a children's section of clothing, and I highly recommend browsing it.
Yeah, there is. Exactly. A whole section.
There's a little girl t-shirt, and I vowed, I was like, if I ever have a daughter, I'm getting this shirt. Because the girl in the picture looks so unhappy. She's kind of smiling, but she's kind of looking like they just took a pic, the only picture she was smiling, and she has her hands together
oh no.
I don't know.
Yay. Yeah.
And it's like a periwinkle colored shirt, and it says Star Child.
Oh, even better. Look at me.
I was I want to buy this in advance.
So cool is you guys, you go to live shows and they have those merch setups. And most of the time they're kind of dark. Like now they have them out in the parking lot. They have these little Porto things that they tow out there. And I was just looking at this. I was like, what if you were kind of drunk, slightly drunk, and you're looking at that and you're like, oh, that's a kick-ass T-shirt. You're an adult. And you're like, Brody, yeah, I'm going to buy that thing. And then you get that home and you're like, what are these snaps for?
What is this? Is small. What is this for a baby?
I don't know. What did I buy?
What is this? Yeah,
I thought it was a bandana.
You want to get high?
TC says, which defines exactly why I picked this. Future Roadie, can't they shoot a little higher? Yeah, it's not Future Rockstar. It's not Future Kiss member. It's Future Roadie.
Future Roadie, not even something. Yeah, exactly.
And in the book, in Paul's book, he talks so much crap about the Roadies anyway.
Yeah.
He's like, those guys are maniacs.
Oh God.
And although he's like, I guess they opened for some band, and the band was like, a guy in the audience got mad that Kiss was there. He's like, the Roadies wouldn't beat him up, thank goodness.
Yeah, he has a way of pointing them out or something.
Yeah, so the Roadies will go beat him up.
Oh, that's awesome. Can you imagine if you were a big guy and you just had a little bit too much testosterone and you're just you've been drinking, you're like, go beat that guy up, and guess what? We're all behind it. The whole thing, nobody's going to come down on that guy.
On behalf of the band.
On behalf of the band.
Oh,
wait. It's kind of like giving them a license to kill, like James Bond. Okay, you're the roadie. Go beat that guy
Go beat that guy up.
Ray says, "Is there a girls' version where it says Future Kiss groupie?"
Oh,
you had to take it there, didn't you?
I thought the same thing when I saw this, though.
That's perfect.
Taylor went there.
It was Ray Thulu.
It was Ray. Blame Ray. Okay, so this is a lot of fun. We should have done this years ago.
We can keep doing this. I mean, there's so much more merchandise we can fish out.
We'll do plan or number 2. Okay.
Find.
Okay,
this is one of my favorites. Is this the?
Okay, I couldn't find the vintage makeup.
The vintage one. Okay.
But
my picture was a little lower. You really couldn't make out what it was, huh?
So here's one of the many versions of the Kiss. Why does it say Bandai on it? Oh no, Band. I thought it said Bandai.
This actually, it's weird. I didn't know that they were making that. I mean, that's clearly a picture from the reunion. So I don't know, but yeah. So I mean, I had the makeup kit in 78. 79 when they put it out, which was the vintage one, and boy was it crappy because it was like plaster of Paris on your face. So the minute you moved your face, it was just like almost like the cartoons of the quick, like a candied apple, like just cracking around your face, and then you look like this mutated old guy, yeah, and then it would start to flake off. And I remember my dad having a cow, take that crap. You're getting that crap all over the house. It's flaking.
The dining room table.
Exactly. I got
like Kiss.
I'm eating. Yeah, I got this stuff. Yeah, it's flaking onto my food. Yeah, and it made a mess.
Kiss another licensing.
It made a mess, and it was hard. Like it would hardened up. You're just like, oh my god, I can't move my face. So
okay, but just like the radio, isn't this a good? Why is this the worst? Is it just because it's bad? Like
quality?
I thought it was bad quality because, again, I remember seeing the TV ad. I remember clearly seeing the TV ad, and the kids in the video are clearly wearing like actual grease paint. Clearly, and I just watched the ad, and I just saw it today. Because I shot that picture off of the ad that I have on that DVD. And I thought, yeah, like they're made up, like probably by, some professional guys. And it's like grease paint, and they're rocking out with tennis rackets. I'm like, oh my God, I have a tennis racket. I want to do that too. So yeah, and of course you get it at home. I remember I went and got it at, I think it was Gemco. Couldn't wait to get it home. No, it was Gemco. It was cool. Gemco. Couldn't wait to get it home. I remember got it home, opened it up, and looking at the things they give you the little diagram of how to do each guy's, what color to use and all this stuff. And I thought I'm going to look exactly like them. Of course, I didn't use. All they have is a little mirror. They gave you this tiny little mirror that was made onto the box. I probably should have stood in front of an actual mirror so you could see the whole thing because it looked nothing like.
It's all distorted.
It was horrible. Oh, it was all the lines weren't sharp. Yeah, it was all just distorted. Exactly. It was just horrible, just awful.
There's got to be some kind of Kiss like horror, like short horror story here. Like there's an anthology. Like the kid puts the makeup on, it's all
and then he can't get it off. Yeah,
off.
Yeah, it's just like that movie Clown. Like he just can't take off the makeup.
I just watched that not that long ago.
It's great. I loved it.
I loved it. Yeah,
I did too. Yeah. You just can't take the makeup off, and it's all not even good. It's distorted, and it's getting in your eyes, so your eyes are wide. You're screaming. It's in your mouth. Yeah,
it's eating up your skin.
It was literally eating your skin.
It'd be awesome to do a skit, along with the Whitney action figure skit that I always talk about. But it'd be awesome to do like a skit where it's like a little boy, young Scott watching on the TV the commercial for Kiss and be like, cool, and then just jump cutting to him looking sad in the mirror with the makeup all
jacked up and just crying. Yeah, just crying.
Or you go into the living room and show off it to your parents, and you're like, "Wash that crap off your face." Oh my God! Is like you're looking in the mirror, like with a washcloth, crying.
God!
But it won't come off. It just jump cuts to that, and then it just shows.
I told you to wash that off. I can't.
Yeah, exactly. I can't get it off.
Trying to sleep with the residual makeup just smeared.
Well, that's just it. Like it stained your face, and
it'd be like a Twilight Zone. It'd be like a Twilight Zone episode, and then slowly you become Gene Simmons.
I become Gene
Simmons.
No.
It'd be like, you know how remember Halloween? What was it? Season of the Witch with the mask.
Oh, the mask, the Super Shamrock. That's right.
Yeah, Silver Shamrock.
And then bugs start crawling out of my ears, and
you become Gene Simmons.
You become Gene Simmons, yeah.
Fire. And, just before we move on, when you said tennis rackets, okay, I don't know if kids still use tennis rackets as guitars, but
I'm sure they do.
Future licensing for Kiss. There you go.
Ooh, good one.
Tennis racket. Kiss tennis racket to rock out. Yeah, that looks like a guitar.
Yeah, so when you're not playing tennis, you can rock out with it as a guitar.
It doubles as a guitar.
But like you were saying, Art, I think this is one of those ones like the radio where seems like a good idea, seems like very straightforward marketing, Kiss, makeup, it's something that they would want. But again, I guess the quality was just really horrible.
Well, the best thing about these is Scott actually has personal, this is why they're the worst. It's not this how we just went on the internet today and we're like, oh, that looks really hokey. Like Scott's like, no, this is bad. I used
it. Yeah, it was horrible.
Comes from a place of experience.
It was horrible. Towels were ruined. I'm
just gonna say
linens were linens had to be disposed of. It was like a murder scene. The smell of bleach and towels.
Somebody killed Peter.
Yeah.
It looked like every show after a Kiss concert.
Yeah, just towels. Yeah, a stack of towels. And it still didn't come off. Yeah.
We should come up with our own, thinking of this makeup. Because I'm like, I wonder how many kids bought this and were like,
oh,
I don't want to be one of the guys. I want to make my own persona.
Oh my God.
Came up with their own, design.
Well, I could have took a shortcut because I was in elementary school and a kid used a pencil. He did Peter Criss makeup with a pencil and it stained his face. I'll never forget it. We were in class during I don't even know, the teacher's talking and she stopped and had this she tilted her head slightly. And everybody turned around, and he was sitting like a couple kids. And he just was sitting there like the cat that ate the canary, and he had his face was penciled like Peter Criss, like he had drawn Peter Criss makeup on his face.
That's so funny. I'm the cat man.
And she just stopped talking. She was just going, okay, what are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing?
That poor kid tried to use the eraser on the back of the pencil to get it off.
Can you imagine?
He hurt himself really bad.
Yeah, it was just this really weird dude where he just turned around and he was just sitting there and everybody was just going, what the heck?
You ever try to erase with those cheap number 2 erasers and it just smudges the pencil?
Exactly, it's just smudging exactly. It
starts ripping the paper before even taking out any pigment at all.
Yeah. With a pencil, he just
Oh my gosh.
TC said he should get an A for that kind of dedication.
No kidding.
Oh man, we need to do a Catman special because his Facebook is amazing.
Oh really?
If you guys even if you aren't Kiss fans, do yourself a favor and follow the Peter Criss Facebook. I don't know if it's actually him. I like to believe it is because it's official. But oh my gosh, on New Year's he posted, I think I showed you, Art, it was right before New Year's, just pictures of him and he was wearing the Catman makeup, but he was wearing a 3-piece suit.
Oh God, those are famous pictures too.
Yeah, and he's in that vintage car.
With the car. And
exactly. He's like, where would you go on vacation with the Catman?
Yeah.
And then there's a picture of him without makeup wearing just little cat ears.
Oh, that's great.
And it's hilarious.
No, the car picture came from Cream Magazine. Used to do a thing called Stars Cars, and I think they did one on all of them.
It was
But
a poster, right? Like it was a
it was like the back. It was like the back, usually the back of the magazine. Yeah, and it was him in that vintage car and like a gangster, like a pinstripe
Yes.
suit. Yeah,
That's some merchandise that I need to own because I
Yeah.
thought it was amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, they've had some good photo ops, like the one where they're in New York
God.
City on the skyscraper.
Oh,
That's like iconic, man.
Still amazing. The Empire State Building. Yeah.
There's a poster. It's kind of on the subject of merch. My friend told me a story about there's like a really cool black and white poster where they're on the bridge, I think in London. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, either that or the one in front of the palace, Buckingham Palace.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, they took those very famous photos in '76, I think. In front of the Buckingham Palace.
Because my one friend told me a story about when she was a little kid. I guess her brother had that poster in his room.
That was a great shot.
And his like young girlfriend, he was probably like 15 or something, forced my friend to kiss Gene Simmons's face on that poster.
Ah.
She's like, I just remember being like, no. He like forced to, no, you gotta kiss him.
Classic shots, yeah. In England, I think on their first tour of London or of Europe.
It's a pretty cool shot. I think as much as there is like bad merch, and the next episode we're going to talk about there is some good merch.
Some good stuff. Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Good merch.
Oh, there it is.
Then there's this.
There it is.
It looks small.
It wasn't. It actually was pretty big. I had one. The reason I thought it was bad was because it's a trash can. You throw crap in it, it's not gonna last. Mine rusted. It got all dinged up.
The top of that one looks rusted. Yeah.
Yeah. So
paper. And condoms.
Oh God!
Oh, the condom.
Which, by the way, all of those things perfect to put in your Kiss trash can.
By the way, yeah.
There's a when you look up the Kiss trash can, there's a Kiss coffee shop or whatever trash can as well, but I think it was fan made.
Good Lord.
But it was pretty much the same exact trash can. It just had the coffee shop like around it. It was that same. Because this is like, this trash can looks weird.
God, it was big. I remember it was pretty big, actually. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now,
I had one.
I know this happened. Okay. What Scott did is he turned that sucker upside down.
Oh, God.
And played it like a tin drum.
No, you did.
Everybody.
I'm sure everybody that had it did. It's a drum. It's an actual drum. You know, the sad part about it is those are actually the photo that's on that trash can. It's from a great photo shoot. And I think those came from the photos from the San Diego Sports Arena that initially became the Alive 2, the cover. I think they shot that whole all those pictures are from that same session with Barry.
This would look great on a trash can.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we have some extras. Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll get used.
Don't worry.
Trash can. That's hilarious.
I think it's all part of that same shoot. But yeah, so that's kind of a bummer. It's a good photo. Right.
And
I kind of want one now.
And the thing is, we should get one for the studio. And the thing is, right now, it's the prized possession of some Kiss collectible.
Oh, God, of course.
Guy.
Of course.
He has it up there in his Kiss, shrine room.
Of course.
It's right over in the corner. And then somebody goes in there and, mistakenly uses it. He's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Exactly. You don't want to use
trash can.
That's my point. You didn't want to use it. It's I'm afraid to throw something, in it. I mean,
it's a trash can, but it's not a trash can.
But it's not a trash can, yeah.
There's actually, I just looked on eBay to see the Kiss trash cans. They're expensive, you guys.
Oh, how much? I'm curious.
First of all, the one that I was talking about, it's not a fan one. It's Kiss Ace Frehley Myrtle Beach Coffee House first anniversary.
That's the real thing, yeah.
It's white and blue. It's kind of nice. Guess how much it is, and there's several for this price, and 3 have sold.
I'm gonna say $100.
Make a guess, Art.
Am I lowballing?
$1,000.
$675.
Get out of here! Are you kidding me?
And the mint condition one is $750.
Wow!
Oh my God!
So yeah, if you guys want to send us a super chat, put it towards the Kiss Trash Fund.
Good Lord!
We need your trash can for the studio there.
I mean, it is cool, but oh my!
But this
God.
actual one right here, I can't even find it. It must be super rare.
It's rare. There you go. It's one of those rare things. Super rare.
So you can
Well,
spend.
the thing that's weird about this is this looks like it's for an auction.
It does. The way I saw the little number and the lot. Is that a lot number that it has on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like an actual auction.
And then there's a phone number so you can phone in your bid.
And like you mentioned, even there, that one's rusted.
It's not perfect. Like there's dings on that one. Yeah, exactly.
Chat says, yeah, because
well
you really
loved as a drum.
It was well loved. Yeah.
The chat says you really want your music associated with a trash can.
Or the trash can, or a lunchbox, or yeah. I mean, who else had a lunchbox? Was there a Thin Lizzy lunchbox too, or just Kiss?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Right. A Thin Lizzy, a Humble Pie lunchbox. You know, a UFO trash can.
Hell yeah.
I would 100% buy a Jefferson Airplane lunchbox.
Jefferson Airplane.
Jefferson Airplane lunchbox.
Those guys were around before there was even merchandise.
Yeah, exactly.
They missed the train, man.
They missed the train.
They missed the air. What was it? Starship.
You may be. It's like you may be popular, but you're not trash can popular.
You're not trash can popular. Yeah.
You know when you made it? When you got a trash can.
When you got a trash can, exactly. And there it is.
You know, Gene Simmons says that at every party. He's like, hey, you know what made it big? When you got a trash can.
Got a trash can.
I want to see.
Nazareth didn't have a trash can.
I want to see a house that just has like.
Elvis didn't have a trash can. No, Kiss had a trash can.
I want to see a house that has all of these accessory items. Like if you collected only Kiss accessory items like this, like household appliances, but nothing else.
They're out there.
So you have a normal house, but then you just have.
No,
like,
they're out
like
there.
this.
There was a show on. I'm not even sure how long ago called Superfan. I think it was called Superfan. It might have been an MTV show or like a VH1 show. And one time they, of course, had a Kiss guy. And I think his house, I think he just had everything that you could imagine. Everything you could imagine.
Does he use it?
It was just like just rooms of crap, or maybe, I don't know, a couple rooms, but of just Kiss stuff. And I'm sure he had probably the toilet seat. And it was just, I mean, he was just like a guy. I don't know if he was. I think he was. I think he sang. He was in a band too, or he did karaoke dressed like.
It was Dimebag.
It was.
Aww.
With his Ace Frehley tattoo.
It was Dimebag. Yeah.
So Kevin, I think we've covered your list because we got the trash can. You had the trash can.
Oh, that was Kevin's. Makeup. Okay.
Oh, I know, Scott.
Well, there might be one. Yeah,
mine was. Right? I did pick the trash can.
Okay. So
Scott, the radio, trash can, and makeup.
Kevin. Sorry.
Okay. That's right. Okay, so
let's go.
Oh, that's mine.
Oh, what are those? What is that?
Dog.
Okay, I have to explain.
Oh my God.
Because they actually make a little more sense than I thought.
Good God, what are those?
When I picked this is an iDog, which is they're these little robot dogs.
What is that?
They're made by Sega, and what you do is, I thought they were just toys, but what they do is they receive input from an external music source. So you have like if at the time it was an MP3 player, so you plug your MP3 player and the dog would light up and its ears would move and its head would move, and that was about it. Out
of here.
Is it kind of like a charging cradle too for the iPad or iPod?
It didn't, because it was like a generation beforehand, so it wouldn't charge. It was basically like a glorified speaker. It just moved to the music.
It moved, yeah.
Yeah, Amanda had something like that, but it was also a charger, I think, and it had like an external speaker, and you could plug the iPad into it.
That might have been
iPod. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this was like right before iHomes and stuff. I'm sure there's still iDogs in existence that have those capabilities, but
I like the lipstick on the tube.
I know.
It's so weird.
Right?
It is downright bizarre.
Right down to the last detail.
Look.
I don't know, like
I'd never seen. Wow.
Yeah, I had never seen one before, and like I didn't even know that they made special versions of the iDog.
Lord, what is going on?
But
it barks to the tune of "Shout It Out Loud."
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Ladies' room.
Yeah. It sings "Ladies' Room."
It seems again very little kid oriented, but
well, there you go. Exactly, marketing to Kid,
I mean,
who are we talking about? Kevin, you know Kevin's got one of those.
the Ace Frehley one sitting right in front of him on the desk.
Kevin's not here, so we can bag on him.
Yeah,
actually, even if Kevin was here, I'd bag on him.
You'd still bag on him.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Kevin had a good list.
Never
I think
mind.
we only touched upon one of his so far.
Wait,
I
think unless it's yours, Taylor, I don't. There's one I'm saving for the last, and I thought it was Kevin's, but
it's got to be Kevin's if it's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. I think Taylor knows where I'm going. Okay, so then let's do this.
Lord. Oh my God.
And Art, this is yours, right?
Oh, jeez.
Mount Kissmore.
What the hell, Mount Kissmore? Good.
Look at Gene on the end.
God.
By the way, wait a minute. They're like different sizes.
The head?
Yeah, like Paul's looks huge and looks nothing like him, by the way. That looks like
God, it's Mount Kissmore.
That's a very stern dude whistling, not making the kissy face.
Well, he looks like the guy from The Doors.
Oh, he does. Wait, let me see.
Oh, Morrison.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my God, he does look kind of. Oh wow, those aren't very good.
And then look at Peter.
They're not great likenesses, right? They're not.
Peter looks like Frank Zappa.
What's going on over there?
And then Ace Frehley looks like Harrison Ford.
It's Mount Kissmore.
I know.
Oh my God.
I love you. I
know.
How big was this thing?
I hope it was massive.
Look at that thing. Where do you even put something like that?
Is
it a fountain? You put it outside? Is that
people in the chat like it? Multiple people are saying it's epic.
Yeah, it is epic.
It's like one of those meditation, like waterfall things.
That's what it is. It's a little water. Yeah.
It's a Zen water feature.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where it's like, is it so bad that it's like amazing? Has it crossed the line?
No.
Does Peter look like he's got like a little pinstripe mustache? Like
it does. He kind of does. He looks
totally
like
does.
He does. Yeah,
it's like a gangbanger.
It doesn't even look like Peter. Like not really.
No, it does look like a weird pencil thin. Yeah, like his face is very narrow and Frank Zappa-ish. He totally doesn't look like Peter at all. The only one that looks remotely like, I guess Gene's kind of looks like him, but his is like
Gene's
he's making a face.
His looks cool though. It's kind of like a stylized because the eyeballs, the pupils aren't there.
His looks the best, I'd say.
Yeah.
And Paul's is just like
good God. What's happening?
Mount Kissmore.
Mount Kissmore. What is happening?
The only good use I can think of this is like just in the yard, in your rock garden.
Ooh, Ray has the dimensions. Ray Thulu in the chat says,
I want to know how big it is. Its
dimensions are 15 by 10 by 4.
Okay, so it's big but not huge.
Okay, it's not
like desk size.
Okay.
Yeah. Imagine putting that like going to work, like your office. And it's like, hey, you get like
it's on your desk. Yeah, it's just sitting on your desk.
You get 2 or 3 things to personalize your desk with, and somebody has this like sitting on their desk.
You're not allowed to have more than it. You're only allowed to have one if that's the item. TC says, "Is this from Art's personal collection?"
Yeah, it's Art's.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you guys got me.
Mount Kissmore.
Actually, this next one is from my personal collection. You guys ready? We're getting down to the last 2. Okay, here we go. Boom.
Oh, look at that.
It's beautiful.
It's a birdhouse.
God.
Why?
Oh my gosh. Argo says he's in for this one.
Why?
Why? Good God.
Oh my gosh. Like what was the discussion?
What is the discussion with this? I'm wondering the same thing.
A lot of people who are into Kiss also really like the outdoors and birds.
Love birdhouses, exactly.
Because like birdhouses, I always think of like belonging to like grandmotherly kind of types. I don't know.
Well, if you were original Kiss fan, you might be grandmotherly, and if you, you just might be.
I guess that's true.
Right?
Hey, Taylor, point out what you think the opening and that little perch for the bird should be.
Yeah, it seems like such a missed opportunity that's not on Gene's mouth.
His mouth, or one of their mouths, or something.
So you just see little sparrows flying out. That would bring me joy.
Yeah, but the perch would be his tongue.
That's a great idea. That'd be hilarious.
Could you imagine, like, okay, you sprinkle a little bit of bird seed on his tongue, and then the birds are like chomp, 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 chomp. Like,
oh my god! But I mean, look at the artwork on the side of that thing. It's like a whole thing going on over there. A collage.
Having the Gene's tongue like perch and stuff would bring you so much joy on a daily basis. I'd laugh every single time.
Bring you so much joy.
TC says birds love listening to Kiss in the serenity of nature.
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
Inside that fort, a circus.
It plays every time a bird comes in. It goes, "Welcome to the show."
Welcome to the show.
Scares them out.
Oh my god.
Oh geez. Okay.
I would love though to be like wandering around the woods and just running into this random tree though.
Now I'm frightened.
It's a good one for sure.
It looks like it's a well-built.
No, it's very well crafted. I mean, it looks. Yeah, it just. I'm shocked.
You're gonna get your dollar's worth with this.
It's high quality.
And it's funny because these aren't even like these are items for like your home. It's not like just like a Kiss. It's not like just a Kiss guy. Like I'm gonna put that in my office. Like that, like that Mount Kissmore things. Like you're at Home Depot and you'd see that thing, in the patio, or like home stuff for your house. That's a fan. Like that's a serious.
Yeah, when it's spreading to your yard, fan.
Yeah, not just in your house. Yeah, that's something you put outside.
Me and Art were debating too. Like, did they add that little chimney thing?
I was wondering what that was. I was wondering if that is that like a little chimney? I thought it was part of the bracket to hold it onto the tree somehow.
No, it's like some kind of like chunk of birch. I don't think it. I think somebody customized it.
Okay.
They're like, this design is good, but it needs a little something.
It's a little fire, like little flames come out of that thing.
They need a little heat. They need a little fire.
A little fire. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, so that was my worst right there.
Oh my god.
But I believe it was Kevin. I think has got the perfect
pinnacle.
Yes.
All right, you guys ready?
I am ready.
Did we get a drum roll? Did we get a drum roll?
Brace yourselves in the chat for this one.
Oh my god, wait. What is that?
It's nothing.
They're air guitar strings.
Oh my god.
Kiss air guitar strings. They will sell you a bag of nothing.
Of nothing. And you'll buy it because it says Kiss on it.
Oh my gosh.
It's officially licensed.
Oh my god, the Kiss air guitar.
It's the best April Fool's joke to give a Kiss fan.
I love it.
When I saw that, it took me a minute. Like I couldn't believe it was real.
You have to wrap your head around it.
And if you look at the picture, it looks new-ish because that's not Ace. That's
is that Tommy Thayer?
Yeah.
Is it really? Oh my god! Eric, so it is. Oh, it is. And Eric singing. You're right.
So this was Kevin's top pick, and I think it was definitely the best one up there.
Lord, that's all I gotta say. Is good God.
We had a really good Sticky Wicked in the chat had like actually a pretty brilliant suggestion for really good Kiss merchandise, and they said a rock and roll over ceiling fan.
Oh, that would look cool.
That'd be so cool.
On each of the blades. That would be cool.
Get on that, Gene.
Get on that.
That would be awesome.
Get on it.
That and the tennis rackets.
Yeah, and the tennis rackets.
Oh, the tennis rackets. Well, the tennis rackets would go hand in hand with the air guitar strings.
And edit that birdhouse with the tug. I cannot believe that this exists. Yeah, the chat says it's Tommy and Eric.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
This would be the best April Fool's joke for a Kiss fan. I'm standing by that.
Good God.
Oh God, it's the most wasteful. Like it's just
It's plastic, a bunch of packaging with nothing.
Okay, what do you guys think this retails for?
oh, I'm gonna look it up.
I'm going $7 to $8.
I'm gonna go 10. I'll go as high as 10
10?
bucks. Yeah.
I'm gonna say a straight 5. Let me see.
I bet you someone would pay 10 bucks for that thing.
I think you're
Really?
right. I think you're right. Yeah.
I think so. Just the fact that it's got the logo and
Oh,
yeah.
It's
it
gonna
is. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, it does have like it is a novelty because it's
Oh yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, I found the price. It's $3.99.
Oh wow.
There's actually an article about it that says
Really?
Kiss making millions off of $3.99
Off
air
of
guitar
nothing.
strings.
Yeah, off of nothing. Literally nothing. Well, the packaging. And then if you notice, I don't know where that's at, but somebody ordered an awful lot of them, so they're very
Well,
optimistic.
you can buy them at Monster Mini Golf at the Rio in Las Vegas right now.
Las Vegas.
It does say Las
It
Vegas.
says Las
on the
Vegas right on
packaging.
it. Yeah, right
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you go to Monster Mini Golf, you can go ahead and pick up a packet of air guitar
Good
strings.
Lord, I've
I
seen
bet you
it all.
they sell this at like guitar centers and stuff
Oh,
like
I'm sure
that.
it's a
Yeah.
joke. Oh, of course.
Spencer's,
Yeah.
novelty
Yeah,
places.
Spencer's, absolutely.
Yeah, I can't promise that I wouldn't buy one just because it's really funny. I'm glad it's not $10 though. But I could easily see them selling for that.
I thought for sure it was going to 10.
Let's see. The chat said 99 cents, $5.
Oh God.
Let's see. Jeez, says Ray.
Because I always say geez, right?
Do you notice?
Jeez.
I just
Jeez.
noticed in the corner it says official.
Yeah, it has all the licensing.
Yeah,
information
like
on
it
the
looks
side,
legit. Yeah, like it's
That's hilarious.
God. As used by Kiss, or
So can we all agree this is like the number one?
I think that would go up there. Yeah, that that would be definitely. Yeah.
The birdhouse, I think, wins the weirdest. And then I think this is the worst.
Well, I was confused. I'm confused about the thing with the birdhouse. Now, that wasn't just a fan-made one-off thing. That's an actual licensed thing.
I believe so.
There were many images, and it looked like the site that I got it from. It looked like it was officially licensed.
Yeah, you can find it all around.
Oh my God!
That one in the image was customized though, but the one that you buy doesn't have that little chimney piece.
I've seen everything. Okay.
So you could get this. I want to know how much the birdhouse is.
Good Lord.
That hideous rubber ducky is more expensive than this.
Oh my God.
I think the duck is up there though.
That would be up there. I would say these are the top two. The duck and this.
Here's the thing though, like the one thing about the duck is that it was a weird series that did all rock stars. The birdhouse is like I want to know how they were approached.
It's like Home and Garden goes, you know what? We have somebody here and he's a big Kiss fan. You know?
Exactly. Like who was buying? That's what I was getting at earlier. Like who's buying this stuff?
Well, just to back up, there are those people that exist because when we bought this house, Scott, I don't know if I ever told you this, when we bought this house, I was making good money. I was working at Marvel Comics, but okay, so my bank account was good, everything else, but I worked freelance. So banks don't like to give loans to like 30-year mortgages for freelance artists or freelance anything. So we got canceled or we got rejected by all these different people, right? And so finally we got one that okayed. And so I think Pamela's talking to him. He's like, so is it Art Thibert? And she's like, yeah. He goes, Pamela's got some friends coming over.
Oh, can you hear them?
Yeah. And so she says, no, it was a guy. I said, so the Art Thibert, the guy that draws Cable for Marvel? And she said, yeah. And he said, wow. Okay. So then we got the loan.
Wow. Are you serious?
Yeah. So
that's what it was based on? Wow.
Yeah. So
you never told me that story.
Rightfully so.
So he understood. So there are those people that exist. So when you see like weird licensing, it's got to be that one guy, right?
It's
like
that one guy.
Like it's Easter eggs. Paint your Easter egg like a Kiss character, right? There has to be that one guy that works for what is that egg company?
Art, is that a real thing, or did you come up with that just now? Because it's brilliant.
I just came up with it right now.
We need to make that. You need to sell Gene these ideas.
Because like Pause or whatever they were called, that company. Yeah. So there's one guy that's like, you know what? I love Kiss. Let's license some Decker Ager, with Kiss involved. Yeah.
And the Kiss birdhouse sells right now for $75, but it's apparently very rare.
Effing kidding me! Wow.
That thing looks quality though. That thing was.
No, it looks like that's what I mean. Like it's crafted. Like it seriously looks like it's well crafted. Yeah.
That's funny though.
But it's like an adult thing. It's just so weird. It'd be like a Kiss, car cover. I mean, something practical like for your house.
There's Kiss enthusiasts and they're into birds that are just like, I don't like Kiss, but they make a quality birdhouse.
They make a really nice birdhouse.
Yeah. You know those windshield things that you put so your dashboard doesn't get hot? That would be awesome, like one of those Love Gun ones that open up.
Yes.
And then the sun would light, or just the logo, like the sign, because then the sun would make it like light up like the Kiss sign, like the sun glaring off the.
Oh, it's like slightly metallic or something. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Or it could just be Ace Frehley's costume because it was like silver and that weird shiny material.
Especially the one from
gold.
Especially the one
Decorations.
from Dynasty.
It's just his face. Oh yeah, or even just his makeup because of the silver.
That's hilarious. So have we covered
or Gene's codpiece.
It's just the codpiece.
That can be that can be like dangle from around the mirror.
Why hasn't Gene sold that?
Yeah, the
family jewels.
The family jewels.
That's where you put your money. It's
there
like
you go.
Pouch.
Oh my God.
Funny pouch.
Yeah, he could make it like a fanny pack, but it looks like
his crotch
piece.
It looks like his crotch.
That's brilliant.
Oh, also just to reiterate my earlier invention, which was the plaster caster kit.
Oh no.
TM.
Oh no. Is it real? The plaster caster kit.
No,
but that's a great idea.
Well, if they got condoms and trash cans.
Exactly. They're not far. Exactly. Not far from it.
They can't go any further. Ray Thulu says there are Kiss valve stem caps.
Wait, what?
For cars?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I guess so. I could see that.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Or like a hood ornament or...
We're definitely after we do the next video of the best, we do need to do another just weird merchandise.
Yeah,
there's so much of it.
No, I just saw not too long ago. I think I should have found there's Kiss license plate holders and the whole thing. This is a whole flower pots, I'm sure, and Kiss banana hammocks, and, right?
Yeah,
you wanted the best.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
I didn't want to let it go. I was just say like.
Go ahead.
The worst, you got the worst.
Yeah, right. You wanted the worst, you got the worst.
Well, I just want to say that even though Kevin was not here, he was sorely missed.
He was sorely missed, of course.
He did contribute once again, like 100-fold here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing list. With
the air guitar strings.
Good God. Good Lord, air guitar strings.
You know what we should do? Like our year anniversary on this thing, we should have like who's the biggest Kiss fan? Because by then Taylor and I will have gotten educated.
Oh, totally.
And then we can go toe to toe with you and Kevin.
Totally.
And then
oh my gosh,
that's a great idea.
Who's the biggest Kiss fan?
I'm so down for that.
That's a wonderful idea.
We'll have the chat like chime in. They'll be the vote. We'll do a straw poll.
We should have the chat do like make the questions, and then we can read them.
Ooh, it'll be like
a
game
show.
It'll be like a game show.
Yeah, exactly. We meant to bring another person as a moderator, though, if I'm gonna play with you guys, because they can read the questions and know the answers.
Well, you know Chester, because
That's right.
I was just Chester Busby the third. So he's also like in that cover Kiss band in Japan.
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
He would be perfect.
And he already does.
Wow.
He always does. He moderates a couple YouTube shows now. He's really good.
Oh, wow.
We can totally make this happen.
No, totally.
But it's going to have to be a year from now because you guys will mop the floor with us.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun to watch.
Well, that sounds like fun.
We all have to get like buzzers, though.
Oh my gosh, that'd be funny.
And how would we do that? Because they'd have to have sound, like certain sounds. So you go, oh, it's Scott. Scott chimed in first. Buzzed in first.
Ray said that we should have Mike Miller moderate because he'll go insane.
Oh, you know what? You know what this... All right, there's this thing, Scott. It's called Drawn and Quartered. And so there's a bunch of artists, friends of ours, and we go on this show and we draw for 3 hours, and then it's a contest. Then the people in chat get to vote and chime in. And so that's where that Chester Busby, he does the straw poll. So he kind of handles the voting aspects.
Okay.
And so one of the things that people are doing now is, because also the chat gets to decide what they're going to draw, what the subject matter that they're going to draw. And so a lot of people, even during the live chat, they say, do some Kiss characters, do Ace Frehley.
Oh, God. I love to hear impression. I love it when people do that.
So they're starting to like chime in, like trying to get Mike to pick a Kiss character. And Mike's like, absolutely not.
Oh,
absolutely.
No. Yeah. That'd be funny.
I would like to see like some like Malin, and I'd like to see you, Art, get an excuse to draw Ace. That'd be pretty cool.
I still want to draw Ace Frehley, yeah.
Ace Frehley.
And then he's like, I think that his argument was like that he sells the drawings. I'm like, Kiss fans will buy anything. They'll buy a birdhouse.
They'll buy a birdhouse for Christ's sakes. They'll buy nothing, packaged.
Pretty sure they'll buy artwork from professional comic
right?
artists.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
It's not the hardest sell. They sold a rubber duck. It looked like Gene Simmons.
Exactly. It's not a hard sell. Precisely.
There's a trash can. There's condoms. There's toilet paper.
There's a radio that didn't work.
Yeah.
There's an eye dog.
Oh gosh, the eye dog. It was between the eye dog and the waffle maker.
Oh my God.
Which I just thought the waffle maker was unfair because it only does the demon. It doesn't do the other Kiss members.
Oh, good one.
That's kind of unfair.
No, yeah. It is unfair. Good
what
one.
What if you want a Catman waffle one day?
Good one.
Options.
All right.
Well, we should wind down here, but this was a great show. I had
It was a great idea. Yeah.
Good idea, Taylor. I think it was Taylor, right?
It was. Actually,
Thank you.
It was.
Take a bow.
Take a bow, and we can all see you.
Thank you. I'll claim that one. And remember, the next show we're going to do is the top best. So it'll probably be equally weird.
Yeah, I was going to say this really.
I was just going to say, like,
where's the line? Yeah, between
exactly.
best and worst.
Exactly.
Where is that line? Yeah.
Because with the vastness of merchandise, I think you guys will be equally entertained, and we will have Kevin back hopefully on that one.
Yeah.
Home
definitely.
safe.
And I think from what I've seen of Kevin's choices, he's probably going to dominate next week's as well. He's got some great choices.
Some good ones.
Yeah, some really good ones.
Very cool.
We're talking about winding down our Indiegogo, our black and white Indiegogo book. And so this does relate back to Kiss. Taylor said at 50K, she would put on Kiss makeup. For Kiss Corner. So if you guys want to see this happen, I think we got about 1,600 to get.
That's right. We're not that far away.
Yeah, we're not. This is doable, guys. So what was that?
I think. Oh, is that a chair or something?
I thought it was somebody farting. I just had Mexican.
No.
I heard it too. But anyway,
A musical fruit.
before I was so rudely interrupted by that flatulence, yes,
Yeah.
we are extremely close. And you guys may have noticed that our channel is monetized now, and we have super chats, and all that super chat cash we're going to be pouring back into the studio and stuff. So that helps the channel, and liking this video helps the channel to help boost that. But Black and White is on demand right now on Indiegogo. And yeah, we set that goal for 50K to put on the Kiss makeup. I'll do it. I haven't picked which member yet, though. So chime in and let me know which one. And the other perk at 50K is it's a patch. It's a MI10 anti-robotics task force patch. It's very cool. Check it out on the Black and White Indiegogo. We're so close to getting it. It's definitely within reach. So spread the word while you can, because like Art said, we're thinking of closing this in-demand shop soon, but we want to hit that goal. So spread the word to people who may not have heard about it. If you have friends that are into indie comics, even if you have friends that aren't into comics, maybe they're into sci-fi stories, maybe they're into spy stuff, spread the word, because the window is going to start closing to get all that stuff.
Yeah, and there should be a link in the description. So click on that. And at the very least, spread the word. Like Tater said, if you have a friend, yeah, let them know about it, and just check it out. That's all we can ask.
Yeah.
Because like Kiss, Black and White. Darn it, messed that up. Let's try that again. Like Kiss, justice can only be black and white.
Oh, because their makeup is black and white.
Get it?
Connections.
I like it. All right, so if you guys want to see Taylor humiliate herself at 50K,
hey.
All in fun. All in fun.
All in fun.
All in fun.
It was a joke. You gotta hard sell these things.
Yeah.
People like that, Scott.
It's a hard sell. I want to see it too. And
I think. And we gotta buy one of those Kiss makeup kits.
Oh no, I don't have to use that. Do I?
Maybe that's the catch, is that you have to use the Kiss makeup kit.
It's all crap.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that's part of the challenge.
If I wear that while we do a live episode, it's going to be a short one then, because it's going to be a huge mess.
And it itched, and that stuff itched too, if I remember. Yeah.
I go in the next room. There's a bunch of white flakes everywhere.
It would be a trail, just a trail of white flakes.
Oh gosh. I'm going to look like a juggalo.
My Kiss dream was crumbling as I was looking in the mirror. It was just crumbling before my face.
So let's get to that 50K, you guys.
Yes, please, guys. And thanks everybody for the support of this channel. Thanks for all the Kiss heads coming out and checking us out, and for all the pledges that we got on the Indiegogo. So we really, really appreciate it. Yeah. This is a lot of fun, and both Taylor and I would like to stay in this YouTube/crowdfund arena as long as we can. So we can only be here with the support of you guys. So thanks for people who supported, and let's get the word out.
Yeah, you keep us independent.
Yes, independent of the man.
The man is I don't want to work for the man.
I don't want to work for the man no more.
Man, no more.
I don't want to work on Maggie's farm either.
Anymore.
Aww.
No more. Yeah.
That's a Bob Dylan. Okay, you guys.
Thanks for joining us, and don't forget. Scott's also SMP Media is linked in the description, right by the Black and White Indiegogo. Yeah. So you can check out his stuff too. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, everybody. Always a lot of fun, you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Everybody have a good day. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Nobody puts Kiss in the corner.
Nobody puts